Hey everyone, welcome back and good morning to you to Adventures. Welcome, I should say. Try to finish a thought right now. My brain is just like totally bonkers this morning. It's not really working real well. Anyway, welcome to Adventures in Digital Marketing. This is Rob Orr. I am your host, and this is my daily show where I'm coming in here and talking to you about all the different stuff that I am learning and doing, and the experiments that I'm running, and documenting my own journey as I work on my own business, and and the things that I do on a day in day out basis. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that is really important when it comes to your online business, and this applies whether you are a just getting started blogger, or just getting started affiliate marketer, or just getting started online for the first time, or you're a big business and you are starting to work on building content for your site, or it runs the whole spectrum. So anyway, here's the deal. If you've been paying any attention to any of the things that I've been talking about lately, I've been telling you a lot about platform funnels and funnel hubs and why these things are so important. And here's the deal. We have to have this space online that we control. We talked about that yesterday, right? We have to have a place online where we are in control of our message and our and give us a place to tell our story that we control. That's the most important. But what I want to talk to you about today is the 4 golden rules of creating search-friendly content. This is such a big deal, right? This is such an important thing, and it's one of the things actually that I'm teaching in my upcoming training that is on how to build your own platform funnel. Because in our world, I should say, it's we're not going to put all our eggs in one basket. We're not going to, exclusively rely on Facebook or Facebook Live or Instagram Reels or TikTok or any of these other platforms. We're not going to just put all of our eggs in that one basket. We're going to create a place where we control. And one of the central foundational things to building a great funnel hub is to create your own content. But what kind of content do you need to be creating? Well, the kind of content that you need to be creating is the stuff that we've talked about before, that is associated with your brand, that's associated with your offer. So when somebody Googles your name, that when you appear in the search listings like you should, then you are that you're going to be found. That's the whole point, right? But there comes a time where we also want to create a higher level of content, right? This is going to be something where we're going to be using to attract organic traffic that is our dream customer. And so we're going to talk about 4 key things real quick. Number 1, the content that you got to create on your funnel hub must be relevant to your dream client. Kind of goes without saying, right? It should, at least, but sometimes for some reason, people create content that is not relevant to their market. And I don't understand why people allow themselves to go on these tangents. But you want to create content that is relevant for your dream customer. Now, when I say relevant for your dream customer, this means that you've done the homework that you need to do to figure out who your dream customer is, and that you know exactly what pains they're having and what pains they're not having, right? We're trying to create some division here in the potential people that we are going to attract. We want to attract the right people into our audience. We don't want to attract the wrong people. So we want to create content that is relevant for them. Russell uses the example when he was first getting started about how he figured out why it was so important to figure out who your dream customer was, and he created the 108 split tests product that spoke directly to his dream audience. That's the kind of relevant content we're talking about creating here. So number one is we create content that is relevant specifically for your dream competition. Now here's one that is really important too, but it's really kind of hard to figure out, and you don't necessarily know until you create the content. And that means that simply that you have that the phrase that you're targeting or the content that you're creating is going to generate an acceptable level of traffic. You want to find phrases and keywords that you can put into your content that are relevant for your audience, like we talked about, but then there's going to be traffic, right? It doesn't matter if nobody's searching for it, even if it's relevant, nobody's searching for that phrase and it doesn't make any sense, right? So, we've got to figure out how, what kind of content we need to create and find some acceptable levels of traffic. We also want to figure out, number three, content that has acceptable levels of competition, right? So when it comes to organic content and organic traffic, we're going to be putting our name in the hat, so to speak, for phrases and keywords and questions that people have. There are a lot of other different people that are competing for these phrases. So you want to find something for where you're at in terms of your own competition that has acceptable levels of competition. And what that really means is that when you create the content, that you have a chance of actually getting some search results for that particular phrase. And then finally, number four is that it matches up with search intent. And what that means is that when somebody types a question into Google, that you are specifically answering their question correctly the way they want the answer to be. And this is a really big deal. And, because if it doesn't, then you're going to get outranked by somebody else who does a better job of answering that question. So, so why are these things important? Why does this make any difference whatsoever? Well, the important thing is when you nail these four golden keyword research or search friendly content rules, then you're going to give yourself the best opportunity to get traffic to your content. That's what a funnel hub is all about, is getting traffic into your world, reaching out into your various different outposts like on social media or on forums or other places where you're participating, and bringing people back into your world so that they can get to know you, to get to like you, and get to trust you, and that ultimately, hopefully, if the timing is right, that they can buy something for you or buy something from you. It'd be nice if they bought something for you too, right? But these are the four golden rules, right? So, and this is just one of the arrows that we have in our pack, right? We've got several different things that we're going to do with our funnel hub, but one of the things is creating content and creating relevant content that is going to bring traffic that you can compete for, that matches up with the searcher's intent, is going to expand and it's going to grow your audience. So those are the four golden rules. If you want to know more about this, I want to encourage you. You can get the guide that I've created over at websitesarenotdead.com, where I'm talking about several different ways that online businesses are failing and then what you can do about it. And you can get onto the list to be one of the first to know about the new training that I'm going to release when it comes to funnel hubs. This is stuff that you need to know if you're ready to take your business to the next level. So anyway, I got to get moving today. I just wanted to come in and talk to you guys about that stuff because this is stuff that's on my mind this morning as I'm getting things going, and wanted to help you out with this stuff. So make sure that you've got this stuff nailed down and when you're creating your content, and you'll be good to go. All right. You guys that have joined me live, thank you very much for being with me. For those that are watching on the replay, thank you for watching on the replay. If you're listening to this on the podcast, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day.